Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Stalk My Closet. If you haven't subscribed our channel yet, then do hit the subscribe button and also click the bell icon to get the new video notification. और अगर आप हमारे वीडियोस हिंदी में देखना चाहते हैं तो हमारे दूसरे चैनल इजी स्विंग ट्यूटोरियल्स पर देख सकते हैं. चैनल का लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में है. So let's get started. For today's project, I have taken 2.25 meter rayon fabric. It has this beautiful border on the bottom side of the fabric. This is the measurement I am using. You can adjust it according to your requirement. Firstly, I'll cut the bodies. Design on this fabric is off grain, so I'll be making it off grain. Generally, we take length with the finished edges, but because of border and the pattern on the fabric, I'll cut it length from the unfinished side. So I've folded fabric twice in width. Now I'll mark the body's length. I'll cut bodies from the top and the rest of fabric will be the bottom part. In my measurement, body's length is 14 inch. I'll take 1 inch extra for seam allowance. So I'll mark a point at 15 inch. So I folded one part twice in width, and this is another part. We can use it for sleeves or for facing, bias tape, whatever we need. For shoulder, take half of shoulder width. In my measurement, shoulder width is 13.5 inch, so half of it is 6.75 inch. Neck width is 3 inch. Mark half inch downwards for shoulder slope and join it to the neck width point. From this point, mark half of armhole round, that is 7 inch in my measurement. I'll deduct half inch as this is sleeveless dress. Mark 1 inch inwards and again join it to the shoulder slope point. From the shoulder, mark a point at 10.5 inch shoulder to burst measurement and 14.5 inch shoulder to waist measurement. I'm adding waist darts. So for that, from the on-fold side on the waistline, mark a point at 3.5 inch. Mark the same point on the burst line. Join these points. From this point, mark half inch on both sides and join these points. Now I'll mark the round measurements. For chest, I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement, chest round is 31 inch. 31 plus 2 is 33, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 8.25 inch. For burst, I'm adding 3 inch of ease. In my measurement, burst round is 32 inch. 32 plus 3 is 35, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 8.75 inch. For waist, I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement, waist round is 28 inch. 28 plus 2 is 30, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 7.5 inch. But I'll add 1 inch to this measurement because I'm adding dart and it will take 1 inch for dart. So I'll mark a point at 8.5 inch. I'll remark waist measurement after stitching the dart. Join these points Give slight curve to this pointed shape. Adding seam allowance. Now I'll draw front and back armhole curve. So bodice marking is complete. Now I'll cut it. So I've cut the bodies, and with this bodice cutting is complete. Now I'll cut the bottom. I'm making pleated bottom. So for that I need just rectangular piece of fabric. Length will be full length of dress minus bodice length. In my measurement, full length of dress is 51 inch and bodice length is 14 inch. So 51 minus 14 is 37. Adding 1 inch for seam allowance. So 37 plus 1 is 38. So this length is 38 inch. And I have taken 2 layers of fabric for front and back. And for width, I have taken whole width of fabric. I'll add pleats, and if required then I'll just trim the excess fabric. So with this, cutting of dress is complete. Now I'll stitch it. Firstly, I'll stitch the waist part. I have traced it on the wrong side of the fabric. Now I'll stitch it. To make dart, join both end points and make a stitch from bottom to top. On the top, you don't need to make back and forth stitch to secure it. Just cut the long tail of thread and make 2-3 knots to secure it. Now trim the excess thread and you will get proper pointed finishing on the right side. Similarly, I'll stitch other darts. So this is the bottom. I've marked tuck on the center. Now I'll make pleats. From both sides, I'll keep pleats direction towards the center. I'm making around 1 inch wide pleat. It's your choice, and also depending on the fabric, you can make 1 inch or 2 inch wide pleat. Now in my measurement, waist round is 28 inch and I'll be adding 2 inch of ease. So 28 plus 2 is 30. 30 is round measurement. For front, I need 15 inch and for back, again 15 inch. So this part ready should be 15 inch and this is center. This part I need 7.5 inch and this part should also 7.5 inch. So while making pleats, just keep in mind your ready measurement and make pleats accordingly. So I made 6 pleats on this side, leaving 1 inch of fabric on the side for seam allowance, and this is around 7.5 inch. Similarly, I'll make pleats on this side. So this is how it will look after you pin up all the pleats. Now I'll make basting stitch to secure it, and I'll attach bodies and bottom. So I made a stitch, and this is how it will look. Similarly, I'll make pleats on the back side. So I've added pleats on both front and back side. Now I'll attach bodies and bottom. Just place the bodies on the bottom, right sides together, and make a stitch on the waist. So I've attached bodies and bottom. Now keep the seam allowance direction towards the bodies and make a top stitch. Similarly, I'll attach back bodies and bottom. Now I'll finish the bottom round. Just double fold the fabric you have taken for seam allowance and make a stitch on the inner edge. So I made a stitch. Similarly, I'll stitch the other side. So I've attached bodies and bottom on both front and back side. Now you can stitch it like a regular kurti or dress. I'll just finish necklines and armholes. So I've finished neckline and armholes. Lastly, I'll stitch the side fitting seam. So with this, my dress is ready, and this is how it looks. I hope you like this pattern, and if you try this pattern, do share with us on Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.